17th of February, and here we go with part 1. From the Express, earthquake hits UK, 4.7 magnitude quake hits Swansea, felt by 10 million across England. An earthquake has hit the UK with thousands of people reporting tremors across England from as far as Cornwall to Liverpool. Its epicentre felt about 8 miles northwest of Swansea city centre, according to the US Geological Survey, sparking an evacuation at Swansea University. End of article already. Let's go for the only other thingy that I've got in my notifications today. When we eventually get one. New CRISPR tool can detect infections like HPV, dengue, and Zika. Brought by someone. Scientists are harnessing the same technology behind the powerful gene editing tool, CRISPR, to develop cheap devices that can quickly diagnose infections. These systems, described in new research, have the potential to revolutionize how we detect and respond to viruses like HPV and Zika, especially in developing countries. The tool, developed by the labs of CRISPR pioneers Jennifer Doudna and Feng Zhang, are showcased in 2 studies published today in the journal Science. In one paper, Doudna's team described a system called DTECTR, which can accurately identify types of the HPV virus in human samples. In the second paper, Zhang's team showed an upgraded version of Sherlock, which was shown last year to detect viruses like Zika and dengue, as well as other harmful bacteria in human samples. A new generation of diagnostics. Together, these 2 papers can prove the enormous potential behind the versions of CRISPR, and not just to edit genomes. It enables a new generation of diagnostics that may be widely available and more cost-effective than current technology, says Mitchell O'Connell, assistant professor at the Department of Biochemistry and Biophysics at the University of Rochester. He was not involved in either research. CRISPR is based on a defensive mechanism bacteria use to ward off viruses, cutting off bits of the DNA and pasting them elsewhere. Scientists have engineered that mechanism to edit pieces of the genetic code and are using it to try to cure diseases. CRISPR has been used to prevent mice from going completely deaf and to edit immune cells of patients with lung cancer to help them fight the disease. The gene editing tool we often hear about is called CRISPR Cas9, but there are different types of CRISPR with different types of molecular scissors or enzymes. The CRISPR used in the first science study is called CRISPR Cas12a. Doudna's team discovered when this type of CRISPR SNP double-stranded DNA does something interesting. It starts shredding single-stranded DNA as well. So his study co-authored Janice Chen, a fellow at Doudna's lab in UC Berkeley. There was an unexpected finding when Chen tells The Verge, "We were instantly this crazy. This is crazy. This opens a whole new avenue for being able to detect DNA sequence. We were instantly this is crazy." But so Chen and her colleagues decided to engineer Cas12a into a diagnostic tool called the DETECTR. It works this way: the CRISPR system is programmed to detect the HPV DNA inside a person's cells. When CRISPR detects it, it also reports a molecule with single-stranded DNA that releases a fluorescent signal. So if cells are infected with HPV, scientists are able to see the signal and quickly diagnose a patient. For now, DETECTR was tested in a tube containing DNA from infected human cells, showing that it could detect HPV-16 with 100% accuracy and HPV-18 with 92% accuracy. Those HPV types are particularly dangerous because they can cause cancer in men and women. Certainly there are improvements to be made, but as far as a proof of principle experiment, we are really excited when, says Chen, each DETECTR test costs less than $1 and takes about an hour, which is cheap and relatively to other tests. Now Chen and her team are trying to develop the right hardware that can allow people to easily read the fluorescent signal. They also want to test if the system works with other types of human samples such as blood, saliva or urine. Compared to DETECTR, the other diagnostic tool described in the second science paper is a bit closer to being deployed in the field, called Sherlock. The system uses a variety of CRISPR enzymes including Cas12a. Last year Zhang's team showed that Sherlock uses CRISPR Cas13a to find the genetic sequence of Zika, dengue and several other bacteria, as well as the sequence is associated with a cancer mutation in a variety of human samples such as saliva. Now their team has improved the tool to be 100 times more sensitive and detect multiple viruses such as Zika and dengue in one sample simultaneously. It does this by combining different types of CRISPR enzymes which are unleashed together to target the distinct bits of DNA and RNA and other major biological molecules found in all forms of life. Some enzymes also work together to make the tool more sensitive. The fact that we pull all these different enzymes into a single tube and have them not only play nice with each other, but also tell us information we couldn't get otherwise. This is really spectacular and speaks to a lot of the power of biochemistry, says study co-author Jonathan Gutenberg, a PhD student in the Zhang lab. Sherlock uses fluorescent signals like DETECTR, but Zhang's team also developed a paper stripe that displays test results for Zika or dengue similar to a pregnancy test. This makes it particularly easy to use because it doesn't require any special equipment. In a disaster situation where you don't have resources like electricity, this can be shipped and be done in the spot. O'Connell tells The Verge. You don't really need anything, it's just the sample it's cheap too. The Sherlock paper strips cost only a couple of dollars. Both DETC, ECTR and Sherlock need more work. Researchers have to make sure these systems are incredibly accurate before they used on with actual patients. But for developing countries, the lack state-of-the-art equipment and trained personnel, these diagnostic tools could really make a difference. It has real potential to make an impact on human health and society, says study co-author Emma Abudaya, also a PhD student in the Zhang lab. End of article. End of part 1. Henry Bolton, starting with BBC News UK on Twitter. Henry Bolton has been removed as UKIP leader following a vote of party members. Been arrested over schoolgirl sex attack. Parliament deadlocks in fine to meet Theresa May. This is the largest earthquake we've had in Britain in the last 10 years. Roger Musson from British Geosurvey says. There is no question of second referendum. Theresa May says UK will leave EU but wants to wait to go on security after Brexit. GB near the Winter Olympics go. Lizzie Arnold is double Olympic champion. Elodie steps onto the podium at her first Olympics. Great Portland Street fire, crews tackle building site blaze. Lizzie Arnold defends skeleton gold as Laura Dees takes bronze. Boy 4 critically ill after Aberdeen window fall. It's more Olympic hot week for Lise Christie. Norfolk and Suffolk shellfish low level risk to people and pets. Barnes Green level crossing, 2 dead after car hit by train. Lise Christie is leaving a track on a stretcher. German police criticise over missing Liam Colvin. Izzy Atkin has won GB's first Winter Olympic skiing medal, and she can't believe it. Royal Wedding thousands sign begging ban petition. Max Mosley accused of muzzling press. Anna Coates death, man charged with murder after woman stabbed. Concorde auction for original nose cone of supersonic aircraft. I feel very lucky to have these animals in my life. Meet India's Dr. Dolittle, who runs an orphanage for wild animals. Attacks are out of proportion, says Oxfam's Mark Goldring. Winter Olympics, Great Britain's Izzy Atkin wins bronze in the women's ski slope style. Labour receives 75,000 emails calling for say on Brexit. Plymouth man completes 20,000-mile pub adventure. Spencer Parks pulls Daily Mail ads over Tom Daly article. Theresa May warns EU not to block post-Brexit security deal. End End of BBC News UK. Going on to BBC News World. Israel Gaza, 4 Israeli soldiers injured in border blast. Florida students to lawmakers, shame on you. They were kind of chanting shame on you. Pope renews Vatican anti-sexual abuse panel. Where Salo returned after a knife point theft in Paris. Grace Mugabe, PhD, arrest made over corruption allegation. Mexico earthquake, helicopter crashes in emergency, killing 13. Iranian wrestler Khamchani banned for throwing match. Swimmers fall a chance to take moral leadership in Africa. Nirav Modi fraud investigation makes first arrest. Scott study uncovers trafficking routes for pangolin. Roger Federer has beaten Robin Haas to become world's oldest world number 1. ICYMI, world's smallest dog sculpture. New scanning techniques reveal secret behind great paintings. Winter Olympics, Jamaica bobsleighers to use preferred sled after purchase. Nigeria bomb blast caused deaths at fish market. Russia-Trump inquiry, President says no conclusion as FBI charges Russians. Esther Ledecka, the snowboarder who won gold on borrowed skis. Pakistan, Zainab Ansari's killer gets 4 death sentences. And you are get out of DR Congo. Florida school shooting, FBI under pressure over failure to act. Reality check, has Shinzo Abe's Womanomics worked in Japan? New Zealand goose, how one blind bisexual bird became an icon. Kosovo turns 10 but has little to celebrate. Florida school shooting, a killer comes to paradise. Special counsel Robert Mueller has dropped another Friday blockbuster with a sweeping indictment, 3 organizations and 13 Russian nationals for meddling in the 2016 US presidential elections. President Cyril Ramaphosa pledges new law for South Africa. France's rape inquiry into Gerald Darmian's dropped. End of part 2, end of video.